Hey guys, welcome back to Chuckload of Comics, your source for nerd news, comic book talk, movie reviews, everything happening in the world of fandom over the past 7 days. We break it down for you right here on YouTube every single Sunday. We have been away for a couple weeks, but it is good to be back delivering the nerd news. We were away doing the DC Black Friday event. I am very happy to report the event went off gangbusters. We had some amazing panels with some amazing DC creators. I encourage you to head on over to the Chuckload of Comics YouTube channel and check out some of those awesome panels. But it's good to be back. It was one hell of a week in the world of fandom. Willow, the new sequel series, has officially been announced for Disney+. We're going to break that down for you in the details of who might be appearing in the new Willow series. Peter Dinklage has been cast in the upcoming remake of the Toxic Avenger. Yes, you heard me correctly. Peter Dinklage in the Toxic Avenger. Sony teased a Spider-Verse live-action crossover with all of the Spider-Men. They posted a video and instantly took it down. We're going to break that down for you. Warner Brothers pretty much put the final nail in the coffin of the movie theater industry by releasing all of their films for 2021 to their HBO Max streaming service. And finally, we say goodbye to a Hollywood icon, Mr. Hugh Keys-Byrne, star of Mad Max and Mad Max Fury Road. So tons of stuff to get into this week in the world of fandom, guys. Take a second, please click the subscribe button here on Chuckload of Comics YouTube, and let's go ahead and get into it, man. This is this week's Nerd News. Check it out. All right, first big nerd news story of the day. This one's crazy. The Willow sequel series that was teased about a year ago, well, it has officially been announced for Disney+. They talked about this about a year ago. Willow, Ron Howard teased that they may potentially turn this into a film. Well, it has officially been announced that it's going to be a series on Disney Plus coming up hopefully in 2021. Like I said, last year we heard the rumors that Lucasfilm was planning on developing a Willow TV series, and now we know it's 100% true. Disney and Lucasfilm confirmed this week that the Willow series is coming to Disney Plus and that it will serve as a sequel taking place years after the events of the original 1988 film. So it's not going to be a reboot. It's not going to be sort of a redo. It is going to be a sequel taking place many years after the widely beloved fan favorite film Willow. If you've never seen Willow, you got to go on, check it out. I'm not sure if the original one's on Disney Plus yet or not, but if you've never seen it, it's an absolute classic. Production for the new Willow series is set to begin in 2021, and the show plans to film in Wales, which is the same location as the original movie, so it should still have that same kind of Willow feel. The Willow series marks Lucasfilm's first venture into a non-Star Wars story since The Force Awakens. John M. Chu, from Crazy Rich Asians and In the Heights, he is going to direct the pilot episode. And if you were wondering if Ron Howard would be returning to the project, well, he is. He will be acting as executive producer. So, the big question, will Warwick Davis be returning to the title role as Willow of Good? Yes, indeed, he will. Davis confirmed in a statement this week that he will be reprising his role as Willow of Good and said in a quote, "So many fans have asked me over the years if Willow will make a return, and now I am thrilled to tell them that yes, he will indeed. Many have told me that they grew up with Willow and that the film has influenced how they view heroism in our world. If Willow of Good can represent a heroic potential in all of us, then he is a character I am extremely honored to reprise." So there you go, guys. Still no word on a release date. Like they said, they're going to begin production in 2021. But with production beginning this year, or next year, expect to hear a lot more news on this highly anticipated project in the months to come. So let me know in the comment section, man. Have you ever seen Willow? Are you excited about a sequel series? I definitely am. Surprised they're not shooting it in the volume where they shot The Mandalorian in that sort of digital dome set. But it says they're going to be filming in Wales. So let us know in the comment section, guys. How excited are you for a Willow TV series? Next big nerd news story of the week. This one's absolutely crazy. Peter Dinklage has, from Game of Thrones, he's been attached to Legendary Pictures upcoming reboot of The Toxic Avenger. So many questions about this headline. Deadline reported that Dinklage is set to star in a reboot of the 1984 low-budget splatter film The Toxic Avenger, which will be directed by Macon Blair, who previously helmed Netflix's I Don't Feel at Home in This World Anymore. At the time of this news dropping, there was no details on which character Dinklage might be playing. Will he be playing the Toxic Avenger himself, or perhaps he'll be playing Melvin Ferd? More on that in just a second. But according to Variety put out an article this week saying that Dinklage will be playing Toxie. I wouldn't take that at face value, because, if you know Toxic Avenger, he's a big, giant, crazy, badass motherfucker. I think it's more likely that he will be playing Melvin, who is, if you've never seen the film, Melvin is Toxie's original persona. He's a janitor who is submerged in toxic waste, only to emerge as our super strong hero, the Toxic Avenger. The film is being released through Legendary Pictures, not through Troma Entertainment. And while Troma Productions isn't going to be the distributor and production company of the film, Toxic creator Lloyd Kaufman and Mel Hertz will serve as producers on the project. So we'll have a Lloyd Kaufman input on the film. That's very, very important and really exciting news. Dinklage's Toxic Avenger will reportedly retain the character's origin story. A hapless underdog pushed into toxic waste and reborn with superpowers, while also exploring environmental themes and a take on the superhero genre, kind of in the vein of what we got with Deadpool. While it's a little bit about the Toxic Avenger, the movie wasn't very successful at its launch. We actually talked in great detail about this with the creator Lloyd Kaufman multiple times. The Toxic Avenger did go on to be a massive cult classic, spawned a 4-film franchise, animated TV show, spin-off, a video game, even a Broadway musical. If you've never Google searched Toxic Avenger musical, it's definitely worth your time to scope that out. So as of now, there's no release date or even a release window for the Toxic Avenger. Obviously, COVID going on. I'm sure it's getting pushed to the back burner a little bit, but this news certainly tells us that the toxic barrel is rolling down the hill and wheels are in motion. So let us know in the comment section, guys. What do you think about Peter Dinklage appearing as a main player in the new Toxic Avenger? I'm curious if you even think making a Toxic Avenger sequel or a prequel. Oh, shit. It's a reboot. What do you know? What do you think? Is this a good idea, bad idea? Are you excited about it? Does it move the nerd needle one way or the other? I'm pretty stoked about it. Why not, man? Let's make a nice freaking high-budget Troma film for a change. Next big nerd news story of the week. This one is pretty insane. This is the nail in the coffin Warner Brothers drove into the theater industry this week. It sent stock prices plummeting over at AMC. Warner Brothers announced that they are releasing their entire 2021 slate of movies directly to HBO Max. The gravity-defying level of amazing, insane news this is cannot be understated. The announcement came from the folks over at Deadline and pretty much every single media outlet on the planet. It was the top news of the week. Warner isn't waiting to see if they're the results of their grand experiment with Wonder Woman 1984. The studio announced this morning that they are, well, not this morning, this week, that they're putting their entire 21 slate of films on HBO Max, as well as in theaters the exact same day. Important detail, though. The film will only be on the streaming service for 1 month. Then each film is going to be to leave the platform and continue their theatrical runs. Why do this? It kind of gives a sense of urgency. You know, it's a sale tactic as old as time. Limited time only. See it right now for 30 days before it's gone. So then you can go see it in theaters, but at that point, I don't think anybody's going to go see it in theaters. Let's just get a load at some of the movies you're going to be able to see at home on HBO Max next year. Tom and Jerry, Godzilla vs. Kong, Mortal Kombat, The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, the movie In the Heights, the new Space Jam movie, Space Jam: A New Legacy, The Suicide Squad, Dune, Matrix 4, just to name a few. I think they have 15 movies slated to release on HBO Max at the exact same day of their previously announced theatrical release. The press release that came out, it basically just said the hybrid model was created as a strategic response to the impact of the ongoing global pandemic. They did say in their press release that it's only going to be a one-year thing, and then they're going to go back to the typical theatrical model. I think that's total bullshit. They're going to do it for a year. They're going to see massive success, and they are never going to go back. I assume Disney Plus is also going to reveal on December 10th at their big shareholders meeting that they're going to be doing the exact same thing. So this is monumental. It is hitherto undreamt of. It is moon landing level news if you're a fan of the movie genre. Like I said, there were rumorings that other studios like Disney Plus would be dropping a bombshell. So expect some big news coming from Disney Plus later on in the week. So here you have an entire studio. I don't want to go on off a rant here, but they're basically deciding to forfeit their entire theatrical budget, their domestic box office return for sheer subscriber numbers. It's a big gamble. If they get 70 million new subscribers, they're going to keep on going. Only thing we can hope, if you're a fan of going to the movies and the theatrical experience, is that it doesn't give them the boost in subscribers that they are hoping for. I'm kind of torn, man. It's an inevitable thing that eventually, we live in a world where you don't have to go rent a movie, you can stream. We got fiber optic cable pumping 4K quality video right into our homes. People don't have to go to the movie theater more. I am a avid, or was before COVID, an avid movie theater goer. So this does come as a bit of a bummer for me, but I mean, it's the inevitable future. I mean, we all knew that this was going to happen, so hopefully it works out. I mean, it's kind of a bummer news, but let us know in the comment section. I'm really curious what you guys think. Do you think they'll ever go back to the theatrical releases, or you think this is it? This is the nail in the coffin that's going to kill the movie theater industry. Really curious what you guys think. Next big nerd news story of the week, the folks over at Sony. They dropped a video for just a few minutes that teased a Holland, Garfield, Maguire Spider-Man crossover for the new Spider-Man 3. The story came from Screen Rant. It's a Spanish trailer. So I'm going to try to translate some of the stuff that was on this trailer. Please, I'm not a Spanish-speaking person. Don't yell at me in the comment section if I get this wrong. But it was a new marketing video from Sony. It was on the Sony Channels Latin America, is their official YouTube channel. And the channel, the video shows a clip that features snippets from all three iterations of Spider-Man movies. The translated text, I'm going to try to translate this text by way of my friend Antonio Medina, who helped me out. It says this in the trailer. It said, "Who is your favorite Spider-Man in the multiverse?" I'm sorry, in the Marvel multiverse. Man, I can't speak Spanish at all. Anything can happen. You don't have to choose. It's possible you will see them all in Spider-Man 3, the three Peter Parkers saving the world together. So after gaining some serious traction online, this video was taken down from the website. But if you want a link to watch it, I'm going to put a link in the description of this video. You can check it out, watch it for yourself. Now, could this have just been a fun little promotional video for fans to ponder on? Quite possible, but with evidence mounting that Spider-Man 3 could be the MCU's attempt at a live-action Spider-Verse film, people are becoming more and more invested in the possibility that maybe we will see all of our Spider-Man back on the screen live action in Spider-Man 3. There have been several indications. Let's not forget that the upcoming Spider-Man 3 will be an integral part of the creation of the multiverse over at Marvel, including reported casting of Jamie Foxx, who is reprising his role as Max Dillon, aka Electro. Benedict Cumberbatch is said to appear in the untitled Spider-Man sequel as Doctor Strange, which further backs up the idea of a Spider-Man multiverse. And let us not forget the appearance of J.K. Simmons, a.k.a. J. Jonah Jameson, at the end of Spider-Man Far From Home. So the clues have been out there. I think it's a foregone conclusion. We are going to see a live-action Spider-Man crossover, multiverse craziness. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think this is possible? You think it's just fan speculation? I don't know. The fact that it was on the official YouTube channel of Sony Pictures makes me think it's probably legit. So while Marvel Studios and Sony have remained very mum about the details of the story, production is already in full swing on Spider-Man 3, and it's safe to say that it's only a matter of time before additional details are revealed and fans have an inkling if the movie is indeed working on a multiverse. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, and please take a second, go down into the description of this video and try to find that link. That link, I'll try to make it right up at the top, and check out the video for yourselves, man. And sound off in the comment section. Let me know what you think. So, final nerd news story of the week. This one is an absolute bummer. This week, the world of fandom said goodbye to a film icon. This week extracted a heavy toll, as Thanos might have said. We said goodbye to Hollywood icon Hugh Keys Byrne. Byrne, who most recently appeared in what I believe to be one of the best films of the past 20 years. That film was Mad Max Fury Road. Well, he passed away Tuesday morning at the age of 73. Byrne has been a player in Hollywood for decades. Began his career in 1967 on shows Bellbird and Boy Meets Girl. He worked consistently throughout the 60s and the 70s and became a fan favorite character in 1979 when he played Toe Cutter in the film Mad Max. He went on to have roles in films like Moby Dick, the Patrick Stewart Moby Dick, Journey to the Center of the Earth, as well as a recurring role in the sci-fi series Farscape. But really, it was in 2015, upon the personal request, I might say, of director George Miller, that Byrne brought to life a character that just blew the lids off the minds of Mad Max fans, really movie fans everywhere, with his portrayal of Immortan Joe in the multi-Oscar award-winning film Mad Max Fury Road. Representatives for the actor said he died peacefully on Tuesday morning, saying, "Hugh had a generous heart, offering a helping hand to people in need or a place to stay to a homeless teenager. He cared about social justice and preserving the environment long before issues like that became fashionable. His life was governed by his sense of oneness of humanity. We will miss his example and his friendship." So 2020 claims another name. And wow, 2020 just sucks total donkey dick. Let me know in the comment section, guys. Sound off about this great actor. What were some of your favorite roles? What did you think about his role in Mad Max Fury Road? So yeah, with a heavy heart this week that we close out our nerd news with this very sad news. So guys, that's our entire week in review here at Chuckload of Comics and on the Mainframe Comic-Con YouTube channel. Thanks a lot for watching. Join us here every single Sunday for the top headlines of the week, a breakdown of all the happy and sad news in the world of fandom. So anyway, have a fantastic week, guys. We'll see you here next Sunday. Have a good one.